Hey folks, first time doing a night video. So in this one, I want to show night driving actually on Toyota Highlander. So let's go ahead and start it. Adaptive headlights. Oh, by the way, here's a 360 view at night, how it looks. So one thing I like to point out is that I did change my bulbs on the license plate area for the rear at the back. So that's why it's much brighter than normally. I mean, normally the OEM light bulbs are just incandescent regular halogen bulbs, whereas with LEDs it's it looks much brighter actually. And if you look at closely to headlights, they are actually adapting headlights. So as I turn my steering wheel, lights will turn as well. So that way you will receive constant illumination from the lights actually. Whereas traditional headlights, they don't turn as you turn your steering wheel, so therefore sometimes if you're making like a sharp turns or whatnot, you may not get enough illumination from the lights. Whereas with these adaptive headlights, as you turn, lights turn along with your wheels, so that way you will constantly receive lighting. The headlights, there are LEDs, full LEDs for both fog lights and headlights, so therefore illumination at night is very nice actually. I mean, it projects quite far, and not only it's far enough, but at the same time it's actually wider too. The range is quite wide than compared to our previous Highlander. First off, previous Highlander actually was incandescent lights, even though it was also platinum trim. It was hybrid platinum, our 2017. However, that one was still only the fog lights were LEDs, if I'm not mistaken. However, headlights actual headlights themselves were incandescent lights. So obviously, projection of the lights weren't, was not as good as on this one. Whereas this one being LEDs, it projects much further and wider as well. So no issues whatsoever at night, like night driving with this Highlander. And as we get on there, I'll turn on my high beams as well, so you guys can see how it will look with high beams on. And I'm gonna turn on high beams. So right now I have it set at auto. So right now high beams actually just came on. But this vehicle, this being platinum trim, it does have auto high beams. So what does that mean is that let's say if there's a oncoming traffic right towards me from front, as soon as it picks up that there's a traffic coming, it will automatically turn off the high beams, so that way I won't be blinding people up front. There you go, lights, high beams just came on again, just because we cleared that light back there. So since it's pretty dark out, I mean, high beams are actually on right now, and as you can see, it looks quite good actually. I mean, projection is pretty good on these headlights. Definitely a huge upgrade compared to previous Highlander, previous generation Highlander. And I'll pull over to the side, so that way I can show you guys from the outside how those lights look actually. And so we just made a stop, pull over to the side, so that way you guys can see how it looks at night from the outside. So there you have it, all stock LED fog and headlights. They project pretty good right from the side profile. And here's the tail lights. So as I mentioned, the license plate area, I did change those bulbs to LEDs. Now it looks really more upscale. And from the back, tail lights are actually also LED. However, it's not full LED because your reverse lights and turn signals are still incandescent. However, main brake lights and market ID lights are all LEDs. So, and your reflector lights are actually in the bottom right there, underneath. So, yeah, I mean, from the back, it has a lot of resemblance with Lexus vehicles, mainly with, I want to say, Lexus LX, because those tail lights really look like they came out straight from Lexus LX at night, especially. And that third brake light is actually also LED in the middle. So here are those LED license plate lights. And right here we got two cameras. So one is for reverse, whenever you put in a reverse, and another one is to see, let's say if you have people in the back on your third row, let's say those are adults or taller children or whatnot. If they're blocking your view where you cannot see from your rear view mirror, you can flip the rear view mirror, and then the camera will come on, and it will be basically showing showing what's behind your vehicle on that rear view mirror and up there up front. So, and we're opening the inside right now. So as you can see, it does have Highlander printed right here on the door sill, and does have LED lighting right here. It's a strip, and there you have it. It's too bad that Toyota actually did not put LED interior lights, because most of the things are actually nice and like in blue color. It does have mood lights and everything. However, when it comes to actually interior lights, those are all incandescent. So that's kind of a bit of a bummer that those are just ordinary kind of, not even like a full white. It's more like a yellowish, traditional old school light bulbs. But anyhow, it is what it is. After all, this is still a mainstream brand. So, and I was gonna show you guys this rear view mirror. So how it works is that let's just close the doors so the lights will turn off. So right here, if you just flip this, and it shows the back right there. And just like I said, if you have let's say if you have taller people sitting at the back, or you have or you are carrying something like a large where it's kind of blocking, obstructing your rear view, where you cannot see from this through this mirror, so you just flip the lever right here, and that camera will be projecting what's behind you on this rear view mirror. And to put it back, you just flip it down again, and it turns off. All right, so another cool thing about this, with this platinum trim, I'm not quite sure if it's same thing with the other trims. However, with platinum, here's what happens. So vehicle is locked right now, and you got the key, right? The fob. I'm sorry, because it's dark, you might not be able to see what I'm actually showing right now, but you will see what I'm talking about. So as you're approaching close to a vehicle, you got the key on you. Boom, this is what it does. It kind of greets you with this Highlander light, projecting on the floor, because it's got this pod light right there. Here's from the passenger side, it does the same thing. So this is it's pretty cool stuff. I think it's really nice luxury feature to have on this kind of vehicle. And this basically that I was going to show. Another thing, so I was going to show is that let's say so this vehicle actually does have a remote start as well, right? So to activate it, you press continuously press 3 times lock button, basically like a back-to-back 1, 2, 3, and on the third one you just hold it. and vehicle is starting right now. There you go. So blinkers will flash for several times and then it turns off. And vehicle is currently running. So from the inside, you can see that infotainment system came on right there. It's all running, and I got the key. Vehicle is running right now, and the spotlight actually greets me right now, saying that illuminates Highlander name on the floor. But as I open the door, a vehicle shuts off. Toyota, I guess, integrated this way, where as soon as someone opens the door, vehicle shuts off. However, at the same time, let's say it's a hot day and you have your AC running, and then you open the door, it shuts off, it kind of AC stops working, right? Or let's say if you're in a cold weather and you have your heater working, everything, your seats, your steering wheel is warming up and whatnot, and as soon as you open your vehicle, it kind of shuts off. So there's a good and bad, but I'm totally fine with that. As long as soon as you get inside a vehicle, as soon as you start the engine, everything should be working back again. So that's not a biggie. However, I know some vehicles do let you actually sit all the way inside a vehicle, get comfortable, and then right before you take off, you just step on the brake and press on that stop button, and vehicle continues to work. It does not shut off, so it doesn't get kind of distracted or whatnot. So that's just kind of some brands integrate it differently, and this is just the way how Toyota does it. But either way, it's still a cool feature to have. Some people, some brands don't even offer remote start, so you have to go with aftermarket. So this is definitely better than nothing. And yeah, so that was another stuff that I was going to show to you guys. And that's basically it. This is what I was going to show to you guys. How it actually looks driving this Highlander at night. And what features it's got, and how those headlights work basically. And as you can see, head-up display is actually projecting pretty well at night as well. If anything, it looks much better at night than during daylight. I hope you guys like this video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. And I hope to catch you guys in future videos. Thank you.